Hello everyone, and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today we are going to continue working on the ship. But before that, let's go and check if Ant Mark 1 came back and see if there is any maintenance we need to do on it. Hold on. Did that one not head off? Seems to be stuck in something, and that one is also just hanging about there. Oh no, because Ant Mark 2. So hold on, I'm just checking why this one is stuck. Drill inventory is currently full. Docking to offload. So for some reason, it's just not docking. So if I control it, and then just go P. Can't see the color of it. Huh. Hold on. Let me just come down here. Oh no, wait, it's not. It's missing by... It's off by maybe a foot. Bit less than a foot. So let's just help it out. Control. Is this the same issue that this little guy had before? Oh no, wait. Okay. Yeah. Can it connect? Yep, that's connected now. Yeah, I think that it was maybe colliding with one of the other sections and it wasn't getting completely connected. Yeah, maybe that's why that got a bit damaged as well. Okay, so let us go into the asteroid base because the programmable block for the auto miner is in there. So drill inventory is currently empty, returning to drop off. So what I need to do is I just need to ask it to return. I want to check our ore situation. Importantly, I want to check our uranium status. Okay, we've got some uranium. So that did pick up some in the end. So iron, okay, so we have 82k of silicon, which is not very useful. But what bothers me is that we only have 10.5k of iron. At least we have 10.5k, that's something. Okay. I wish it was picking up more iron, but can't do anything about that. Well, actually we can. We absolutely can do something about that. And that is to go over to our iron-rich friend here. Going over to that one because I'm pretty sure that is the nearest asteroid. Let's see. Oh, are we going to get there? Oh, I think we will almost certainly get there quicker than Ant Mark 2. We will need to reconfigure it anyway. So if we get over here and if we point it closer to the iron... Ooh, performance issues. Oh, still having performance issues. I can't check these miners just now because I'm not in range to see if the time it takes for the updates is too long. Okay, so so let's see how this one actually does first. Is there a lot of silicon left where it is trying to mine now? Or is it mostly done with the silicon and will it start picking up a lot more iron now? Wow, that is a lot of silicon. And does it matter? Yeah, okay, I'll put my light back on. I mean, it's worth remembering that I can't put a waypoint for it to mine inside the asteroid anyway. So it would have to go in from somewhere on the outside, so it will pick up other things while it goes. The benefit of putting it around rock is that it'll spit all that rock out. What is that? Platinum. And that's the only real thing that we can do. Is that just rock? Looks like just rock, doesn't it? Yeah. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth shifting this around so that it doesn't pick up so much silicon to start off with? Yeah, I think so actually. You know why? Because silicon is just taking up space back at base right now. And if we can just get it to mine through another section, then we will get something that we actually need, and it won't take up too much space with silicon, which we do not. So maybe if I don't want to go over there, let's maybe start here. So if I come back to about there, that must be about 30 to 50 meters, I hope. Let us go into GPS, new from current position, and this is going to be auto miner 1 2 3 4, auto miner 4, just FE, and then I'm going to mine range of auto miner 2. Yes, I am. I might want to get it to get at least part way through going home so that it doesn't get confused inside the bay, inside the asteroid. Now where is it? Yep, I see the hole here. I think it's coming back. So let's just check Ant Mark 2 inventory. Oh, it picked up 27k of iron. Actually, maybe it's doing okay. Yeah, because that does seem to be all iron now. Maybe I was a little hasty. Maybe? Yeah, maybe I was. I'll just ask it to... Can I ask it to return now? Return, run. Even if I ask it to return now, I wonder if it will. Oh, wait. Performance problems. I'm just never going to get to it in time to be able to check. Yep, see 0.1 millisecond. That's perfectly fine. We can live with that. Now that we can live with that, that's great. That's what we want. Now, where did it go? Oh, I think it's going back. It'll go all the way back and then it'll come back again, which is fine. But oh, look at that. The O2 power and H2 are at roughly the same levels. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. Let's head back to base. And Mark 1, no, over there. And we can continue to work on our ship, on our large grid ship, which is on our moon ship. Maybe I should have thought about making it look like one of the rockets. But I don't really know if that would have worked. Not really a big rocket fan anyway. So we will just try and make it look like a ship as best we can. So when this Ant Mark II gets back to base, the other good thing is that it has a load of iron, so that should be good as well. And yeah, this ship actually needs to be relatively large because we're going to need the jump drive, oxygen, all forms of things in there. So I'm starting to wonder how wide it will really need to be. Hold on. Where is the base? Oh, there it is. Where's our hangar? There it is. Oof. Looking nice. Very pleased with this. Is the light on? Yep, light is on. I shall leave it on. So here we have oops, I want the slope. This is what we are needing. So the block goes there and a block goes there. That goes there. So we are putting 2 extra there. I'm just wondering if 2 extra on either side is going to be enough. This is the wrong way. So this is going to be, how are we, this way, yeah, because we want it to be going out. And we will put a few blocks there, 2, 3, and 4. And on top of that, we're going to have these ones. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, that looks kind of like wings, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that can work. I mean, there is a whole kind of section here that we can think about if we want to do anything with. In this one, I'm trying to think if we make it too big. Oh, actually, and if we do make it too big, we will have to make the hangar bigger. I'm wondering though if we started too high up, and if we had made it a little bit lower, we would have had more space to play with. Let's weld these sections up. Actually, before we weld it up, do I need, yeah, I need to put a few, not a slope, I need to just put these there, because that would be the wall. And I'm wondering also if some of these things can be windows, and how that would work. Can they be windows? I'm just going to try taking this off. I can't make that a window because that is a door there. But as in there is a wall there. But that doesn't need to be a wall. But does that, no, I can make that a window as well. I'm just, you know, thinking as I'm building. So this can come off, and so can this, and so can that, if we want that side to be windows. I mean, I guess it's kind of contradictory if I am putting in heavy armor and then I'm putting in windows. It does seem potentially a little bit contrary to purpose, but you know. Wait, what's going on? I'm not able to get, I can't understand. That window is facing, wait, so what? I want it to go out there. Okay, and do the same thing here. There we go. And then I would put in the actually I could probably put in the 3x2. Do I have a 3x2? 3x, oops, 3x2. Okay, let's just check windows. That is 1 by 1. 3 by 3 is too much. 2 by 3. Yep, that is what I was looking for. Yep. We already had it there. And let's just see if we can place that there. Oh, looks like we might need to put another block in there. We'll put one more anyway, because they all need to go in regardless. I'm just trying to figure out though if I put these edges in, I might need to take some of this roof out so that we can our welding ships can get inside. I might not put this window in. There we go. Yeah. We want a view, right? View is important. A view to die for. I'm just really genuinely hoping that that won't become literally a view to die for. That's all. That's the important point. If I want this also to be glass, then I would simply need to push this back one block. But as it stands right now, I'm not sure that I want to do that. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to weld that stuff up and see how it looks. Actually, I'll start on this side. No, because I'm going to take some of those things off. It's a good idea in the case of building the stuff to be as sure as possible before welding things up, because taking it apart again will involve the use of the shredder, which, you know, while it's not a huge problem, it's more irritating than just bringing your grinder out and just grinding it out. So, okay, so finally we get third person view. Since we are far enough away from that wall. Okay, I think that's looking quite nice. Usable, I think. Yeah. Respectable, I guess, might be the word that I would go for. Doesn't look too blocky. Doesn't have to look like a designer ship, because I am perfectly happy to admit and accept the fact that I am by no means a designer. Oh, I missed a bit there. Yep, looking good. Yeah, and you know, gonna hop out. Yeah, and this thing, incomplete, looks like glass. Is there a 2x1 slope? If there is, then that might look nicer. So, slope. No, I don't think so. I think we only have the 1x1. The 1x2 is a different kind. Yeah, what we want is the I guess what we need is a 2x1 slope. Can we do anything with the 1x2? Nah, we won't. Okay, so what I am curious about now is, will this little guy fit through this space here? I mean, it should. I mean, it is a small grid ship that... Oops. I feel like maybe I should be inside. Yeah, I get a better sense of space, weirdly, when I'm inside. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. So, with this means that as long as I build outwards from inside, and I start with what I need in there, I could... Oops. Was that... I think that was meteors. Or was it not? I won't weld that yet because I need to complete it properly first. Yeah. That's viable. I might bring the shredder over and take some of that apart though. Just so that it's a little bit easier. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'll have to be very careful there because if I cut that bit off, then the ship will just be floating in space with nothing holding it down. Where is our shredder? What's over here? Where is its entrance? Here it is. Let's hop on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, where are we going? Over here. And let's take... I wonder if I should put some lights on these things as well. Okay, so we'll just take this section off. Oof, that's not the fastest. It's a lot of materials, I guess. I wonder what it'll do if it runs out of space. Will it stop welding, or will those materials just get thrown out into oblivion? Yep, that is actually okay. In fact, I think... Wait, is that... we could take it in one more block, but we don't need to do that. I am wondering if I should take one more block onto this side off. I guess the answer is yes, since I'm already doing it. Yeah. It's freaking me out a bit because it is so close to where that column has connected to it. What I might do, I wonder if I should actually connect another column up to it. Just in case. Yeah, if I had connected the top one with a piston, I could have absolutely just pushed it down a bit. Might not have been a bad idea, but I didn't, so I can't. But we can have a think about some other mechanism to get some kind of functionality like that working. I mean, arguably the way to do that now, if I really wanted to, is to put a couple of pistons... Oops, where are we? To put a couple of pistons on the floor, which we could do, and extend it all the way up until we can attach it to this ship, disconnect it from the top, and then just retract the pistons down. Might not be a bad idea, but I'm just not sure if I want to do it. I mean, if I did, we would certainly have more space. If we brought this down by a few blocks, we would certainly have more space to play with. But it does, I beg the question of whether I'm over-engineering that. Good questions. Good questions all around. If I just want to worry about protection, as in if I accidentally weld that off so it doesn't get disconnected entirely, I could just connect a block from here all the way to the wall there, but I wonder, I have a sneaky suspicion that that is a half block in the wrong direction. It is. So that would be a little bit more complicated to achieve. However, we could connect it to this side easily enough. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, saw some sparks there. So 6. Oops. Oh shit. Oh, I see. That rotor is not locked. That's probably not a good thing. Okay. I thought it would be, but that is scary. Okay, I should have done rotor lock. Okay. Okay, lower limit and upper limit is unlimited. That is not what we want. Now, the good news is I can't push this. But I'm just wondering, okay, so where is is that at 0 now? Oh, I can't really tell. Okay. Where is the line? Oh wait, maybe I can just go into it. It should tell me, right? ROTOR hanger, current angle 309 degrees. Uh-oh. Okay, so where is 300? Let me see where I can. 300, 225. Okay, so that's 315. Wait, this makes... I'm confused. 309. So that bit must be... I'm just going to turn around so I can see the ship properly. So 0, that's 315. So here is where it needs to... Oh, how does that help us though? I don't know what it was at before. I mean, the good news is I think it can rotate all the way around without doing any serious damage to anything. So let me just move this one out of the way so it doesn't knock into that. And then let us do some jiggery pokery. ROTOR, going to the hangar, and we set how fast it will accelerate. We don't want it to accelerate very fast at all, but we want it to have enough to actually be able to move it. So I have to be very careful not to click detach because that would be horrendous. Braking torque. So I guess it can be the same. Oh, actually velocity. So we will have it move very slowly for now. So lower limit, we will set that to 0. And the upper limit, we will set that to 360. Because what I really want to do is reverse it. Reverse, 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 reverse. Oh, okay. So torque, probably need a bit more. It's also not enough. Okay, it's moving now. Reduce the speed. I really don't want it moving that quickly. Okay. So it's moving back into place very slowly. Now I guess it would make it much more difficult to actually attach it to anything now. Rotor, hanger, and how do I... 359, 360. So I guess that's actually exactly what we need. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Should have started off at 0. So ROTOR, I'm just going to go in there and lock it because I don't want it to move. So now, will this work? Or are they out of alignment? They are out of alignment. So I can't attach it to that. And that seems to be because of the height more than anything else. Did I fiddle with the rotor displacement? I didn't think I did. Rotor hanger.
Meteor storm inbound.
Did that? So does this... Yeah, doesn't like that. I don't want to mess around with that and then lose this ship. So I am not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to leave that there. So I can't connect it to the base using other points. What I could do is connect it to that same one on another point of the ship, which is not the same as complete redundancy, but it is a... this... Uh-oh. Don't like those sparks. Definitely don't like those sparks. Huh. Maybe attaching it to a rotor wasn't the best idea. Let us try. I mean, now I have kind of made peace with the fact that I might lose this ship. Yeah, look at those. Oh, wait. I think I might know why that is. Because I increased the rotor displacement probably a little too much. It's probably hinging off of things now. Yeah. That might help ease some of that sparking. Yeah, it's not sparking anymore, which is good news. Which is the best kind of news. Actually, I guess not. I guess great news can be the best kind of news. Or best news. Don't know. Best news? I don't know. Great news. Good news, everyone. Okay, so... we're gonna need more floor. Oops. Yep, on that side we're gonna have windows. And on this side too. And while I remember, let's take these off. Because... and these two, actually. When the roof is fine. Yep. That part is going to be the roof. That's okay. But here, though, we are going to have 1x1 slopes, which fit there, if I can get the angle right. Which is somehow way trickier than I... oh, wait, that's because I need to maybe try and attach it onto that. Wait. Wait. I need to take these off as well. Because... wait a minute. Yep, I think that's fine. 8. Window 1x1 slope. Yep, I think that's correct. Yep. That seems to work because I think I was just one in. Yep, because I need to put a slope there and there. And then I should be able to put the slope here. Because it needs to be attached to the outer ones. So I can't... so there are two. Oh, that's interesting. I only did one on this side. So maybe this is too much. So it would seem that this was correct the first time round, and I just need to put in the 2x3 over here facing this way. Yep. And I put the full heavy armor up here, which is fine. But I am asking myself, I am wondering if that is enough. Knowing that there is no gravity. Yeah, I think that's more than enough. Yeah, it's definitely feels way bigger than is necessary for us. So let us, oh, that's shredder, I don't want to use that. It's a digger, that's the mole. Where is, hey, hold on. Oh, that one says shredder and that one says shredder. But this in fact is not the shredder. So let's hop in. Let's go in and fix that. So I think this is the beacon actually. Shredder beacon, that is not correct. This is the printer beacon. Let's just double check. Oh, why does it say small grid? Thought I fixed this. The printer. Okay. Control panel, printer beacon. Probably don't need 5 kilometers, but we'll leave that in for now. Just in case I screw something up. Wouldn't be unheard of. And then I needed to have... Ooh, look at that. We fit in here. A little snug, but nonetheless. I think... Oops. Okay, let me... Okay, I don't want to be messing with that. Totally forgot that those struts were there. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, actually, let's make life easier for ourselves and just do these ones. Just move in a little bit closer so we are in range. And then we can just build these. Again, let's just set there. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, we're out of materials. So once we have this floor kinda mostly set up, we can, let me just fix this, we can start putting in the interiors. Not sure how much time I'll spend on interior design, as it were. We just want to shove things in there so that it works. Don't really care about it being too pretty. It's not really the purpose. Okay, that should be us fully loaded. It is. Okay, so yeah, I mean, we need lots of things on there. We need a gravity generator, med bay, because the last thing we want is to head all the way over to the moon and then die, which, you know, is inevitable. They'll probably just run into a rock or something really fast and die. And then I would have to be respawned back in the base here. Then I'd have to build a whole other ship just to get back to the moon. That won't be smart. So we will definitely need a med bay in here. We want oxygen so that we can have a breathable environment. Now it's a ship. We need to be able to breathe inside it, so that we don't have to have a helmet on all the time. Who wants to have a helmet on all the time? I know out of necessity I do have a helmet on all the time right now, but that's because I'm not inside the base most of the time. If I was inside the base, I could take my helmet off. I just don't have any work to do inside the base right now. We'll need to figure something out for that in the moon, actually, on the moon. Once we get there and we start working on that stuff, we'll think about how to set up a space that we can work in that is oxygen rich, so we can take our helmet off. Oh, it's a good thing talking about this stuff and I'm right about to run out of oxygen. How appropriate. So let us fix that. So oxygen. So we've got some tanks. That'll be enough. Okay, so printer. Let's head back over there and let us finish this floor off. Oh, did we run out of materials already? Oh no. I do like this, you know, the efficiency of building by ships, building to build. It's one of the things I really loved about Factorio. I'm sure I've mentioned it a few times before. Factorio is like the building part of Space Engineers on crack. You just build everything, and you build so much stuff, and you build so many factories to build factories, and then you build stuff to build the factories. It's insane. I have spent a lot of hours on Factorio. Oh wait, I'm out of materials. The nice thing about Factorio, which kind of Space Engineers doesn't really do very well, is the automation. You can automate pretty much everything on Factorio. That's the great thing about it. You can automate so much stuff and still have so much stuff to do. It's incredibly addictive. I have spent days and days just playing it, but I've spent days and days playing this game too, so it's not really that much of a comparison. Let's see now. So
Meteor storm inbound.
wait, didn't we pick up anything? We did just connect. Park, unpark, aye. There we go. So printer and welder. I wonder if I could. In the connector doesn't only has a third of the capacity, but we could pop some stuff in there too. The cockpit I don't think would work. Because... oh wait, why didn't that work? Was that too quick? Yeah, that was too quick, so we've got that around. Just gonna swap this around, so they are in the same order, I should say. So if I go into connector 2, and then I call this printer connector, Tim, what was it? Metal grid P1 100, steel plate P1 400. Can't remember the ratio. We're not connected. Disconnect again. Oh, so I guess it is not about the welder being it's not about the mod, because it doesn't, Tim doesn't manage the connector either, even though it has let's just check. Printer connector, yeah, it definitely has the capacity to hold cargo, and I've put in the stuff for Tim to pick stuff up into it, but Tim is just ignoring it, which is fine, because connectors shouldn't be used to store stuff anyway, I guess. They should just be to connect and transfer stuff. And let's just see here. We'll just finish welding this floor up, and then we'll call this episode because we are out of time. But I want to finish welding this, and I have to maneuver carefully because this is a very full ship. Let's just see. Looking good. Couple more blocks. You know, I just realized if I build this ship with considering a couple of things, I could possibly just bring this ship inside it. Yeah, I could totally have a hangar within this ship that holds a few of our ships. But I have to be careful, because just like that, if I have the thrusters too close, then it will probably end up damaging it. But yeah, just fixing the damage. Yep, looking good. Alright, now let's hop out. Yeah. Okay, so I think we will go for a fairly open plan kind of setup. So we'll have a med bay. Med bay can be maybe over here. And gravity generator can be... Actually, should we put the gravity generator in here? I'll move this one block further back. I'll put a door here. Where are the doors? 7. So... Oh. Okay, that's fine. So, door goes there. We'll put a nice little LCD panel. LCD. So I want... Oops, that's not quite what I meant. I'm gonna put that there. And character tools, where's the welder? There. I'm gonna put a little... Can I put that there? Yep. Ooh, I think that might be the wrong way around, but I'll put an LCD panel somewhere on top there. Not convinced. Ooh, we will need to put in some gyroscopes and such like. I'm not sure about actually having rooms in here. We'll have a think while we're building some of these things. But yeah, I think this is definitely wide enough. We might end up making it a fair bit deeper. Now there is a question still about where we put thrusters. Ooh, and the fact that the bottom part of it is just so ugly. But that's okay. That's how it usually is, I guess, to a degree. We might put in some skis. Yeah, we might do that just to make it look a little bit nicer. And we might do something like that. No, we will put turrets, or we need to put turrets on the top. We need cargo containers and a few other things. Some of these things we will do after we disconnect this ship, just so that we don't have to worry about the scaffolding and stuff like that. And once we've done the piping and lots of stuff still to be done. Yep, that's all still to come. But that's all the time we have for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you again next time.